Welcome back. We'll start with the new topic, lymphatic filariasis. This filariasis is controlled by a program called National Filaria Control Program. It is a treatment of filariasis. Okay. Filariasis is caused by several round-coiled, thread-like parasitic worms belonging to the family Filariae. These parasites, after getting deposited on skin, penetrate on their own or through the opening created by mosquito bites to reach the lymphatic system. This filariasis or this parasite filaria, this will be attached to the skin, then it will penetrate on their own, okay, and reach the lymphatic system, or it will burrow the mosquito bites, okay, mosquito bite, whatever it is there, it will burrow it and it will reach the lymphatic system. The disease is caused by the nematode worm, either Wuchereria bancrofti or Brugia malai. This is a nematode or a worm which is causing the filariasis. It is transmitted by ubiquitous mosquito species Culex fasciatus and Mansonia annulifera and Mansonia uniformis. And these are the mosquitoes which transfers this nematode worm, okay, Wuchereria bancrofti and the Brugia malai. First about the Brugian filariasis, it is causing the lymphadenitis, the infection, inflammation, and swollen lymph node. Okay. It occurs episodically, most commonly affecting one inguinal lymph node at a time. The infection lasts for several days and usually heals spontaneously. The frequency of episodes may vary from 1 to 2 attacks per year to several attacks per month. Okay. Bruginia filariasis, which will attack the lymph node in the inguinal region. Okay, this will swollen and it will be very painful. Okay, it will be episodic and once or twice a year, or it may occur every month. Sometimes lymphadenitis is followed by a characteristic retrograde lymphangitis. The infection may spread to the surrounding tissues and occasionally involves the whole thigh or entire limb. The infected lymph node may become an abscess, ulcerate, and heal with fibrotic scarring. So, lymphadenitis, it may cause sometimes lymphadenitis, that is infection and inflammation of the lymph node, and the infection may spread to the nearby tissues. Okay, that may involve this whole thigh or entire limb. And after the infection, the lymph node will become purulent, that is, abscess formation will be there, then it will be ulcerated, hole formation, and it will heal with the fibrotic scarring. Okay. Fibrosis will be formed on the layer of the lymph node. The acute clinical course with its complication may last from several weeks to 3 months. Characteristically, elephantiasis involves the leg below the knee, but occasionally it affects the arm below the elbow. Genital lesions or chyluria, that is milky colored urine, do not occur in Brugian filariasis. Okay. The complication will last for the several weeks to the 3 months. Okay. Then the characteristics are elephantiasis, that is elephant leg-like structure of the human leg below the knee, but occasionally it affects the arms also, that is below the elbow, and it do not involve the genital and the chyluria. Okay. Chyluria means milky colored urine. Next about the Bancroftian filariasis. The lymphatic vessels of the male genitalia are most commonly affected in the Bancroftian filariasis, producing the episodic funiculitis, that is infection and inflammation of the spermatic cord, epididymis and orchitis. So, Bancroftian filariasis will mainly affect the male genitalia, that is usually testicles, and it will cause the funiculitis, that is infection and inflammation of the spermatic cord, okay, sperm cord, and there will be infection and inflammation of the epididymis also, that is called epididymis, and testes also get infected, that is called orchitis. Then adenolymphangitis of the extremities is less common. Hydrocele is the most common sign of the chronic Bancroftian filariasis. followed by lymphedema, elephantiasis, and chyluria. The adenolymphangiosis of the extremities are very less common. That is, there will be no inflammation of the lymph nodes in the extremity, that is in the legs or the arms. But most of the time there will be hydrocele. Hydrocele means there will be water collection in the testicles, and it looks enlarged. And there will be lymphedema and elephantiasis. Elephantiasis we have seen already, that is extremity will be bulged or enlarged. And chyluria. This is what it looks like, lymphatic filariasis. Commonly known as elephantiasis is a disfiguring and disabling disease usually occurred in childhood. In the early stages, there are either no symptom or no specific symptom. Okay, it is present commonly in the childhood. This elephantiasis. Okay? Sometimes there will be symptom, or sometimes it is not. Although there are no outward symptoms, the lymphatic system is damaged. This stage can last for several years. Infected person sustains the transmission of the disease. Here, lymphatic system will be damaged. Okay, other than that, there will be no problem. There will be changes in the body structure, and sometimes there will be transmission of the disease. Due to damaged lymphatic system, patients with lymphedema have frequent attacks of infection causing high fever and severe pain. Patients may be bedridden for several days, and normal routine activities become difficult. Okay, when the elephantiasis comes, he cannot get up, he cannot do his routine work, and there will be high fever and the severe pain. Such attacks not only cause acute physical suffering but also directly impede the earning capacity of the individual. Not only the physical but the socio-economical structure or socio-economic ability of the house also will be decreased, okay, because he cannot earn. This is the vector which spreads the filaria. See, Kinkey fasciitis is the vector of Wuchereria bancrofti in the mainland. Okay, this mosquito will spread the Wuchereria bancrofti, and it breeds in association with the human habitation and is the domestic pest mosquitoes, preferring polluted water such as sewage and sewage water, contain collections including cesspools, cesspits, drains, and septic tanks. Okay, this mosquito will be grown near the domestic area, and it prefers the dirty water. Okay, it lives in the dirty water. The eggs are laid in rafts containing 150 to 40 eggs, each depending on quality and quantity of blood meal taken. How much blood meal has taken the mosquito? Based on that, the eggs will grow into the larvae and mosquito. At the optimal temperature of 250 degrees Celsius to 300 degrees Celsius, the eggs hatch within 24 to 48 hours. Okay? Within 24 to 48 hours, this eggs will be hatched. Transmission of lymphatic filariasis, how it will be transferred? The adult produces millions of very small immature larvae known as microfilaria, which circulates in the peripheral blood with marked nocturnal periodicity. Okay. When the adult produces the immature larva, that is the babies of the filaria, this is called microfilaria, and it will circulate in the peripheral blood, that is in the arms and the legs, and when the mosquito bites, it will be transmitted through it. The worms usually live and produce microfilaria for 5 to 8 years. Okay. Adult filarial worms inhabiting lymphatic system of man. Okay. This is what it looks like. The filaria worms will be inhabiting, that is living in the lymphatic system of the man. Lymphatic filariasis is transmitted through the mosquito bites. The person having circulating microfilaria are outwardly healthy but transmit the infection to others through mosquitoes. It will be, even though person is having the microfilaria throughout his life and in his blood, he will not be symptomatic, okay? But he will be transmitting the disease. he can also called as carrier. The person with chronic filarial swelling suffers severely from the disease but no longer transmit the infection. When the symptoms start showing, he will not be able to transmit the disease. This is not much important. Life cycle of filaria parasite. What is the magnitude of the disease in the country? Cases of filaria have been recorded in the Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh. In these states, it has been found. Okay, even in Karnataka and the Kerala also. See, when it is showing in the map, filaria endemic districts. Okay? Whatever shown in the dark color, it is filaria endemic. What is NFCP? That is National Filaria Control Program. After pilot project in the Odisha from 1940 to 1954, the National Filaria Control Program was launched in the country in 1955 with the objective of delimiting the problem, to undertake control measures in endemic areas and to train personnel to man the program. Okay, pilot project means the first project was brought in the 1949 to 1954 and it was launched in the 1955 with the objective of decreasing the problem, this disease, and training the personnel in the endemic areas and for the MAN program. The main control measures were mass DEC administration, anti-larval measures in urban areas and indoor residual spray in rural areas. The NFCP setup and population protected are given in the table below. It is DEC, that is a tablet, DEC tablet. It is mass administration of the DEC tablet are done in this program, and anti-larval measures also taken, and it can be controlled by residual spray, that is anti-larval spray can done in the rural areas. On the strategy, it's recurrent anti-larval measures at weekly intervals. Okay, every week anti-larval measures are taken, and environmental methods including source reduction by filling ditches, pits, low-lying areas, deweeding, and desilting. That is, environmental methods means wherever the vector grows, that place to be closed. That can be done by the ditching, filling the ditches, pits, low-lying areas, deweeding, and the desilting. And the biological control can be done by gambusia fish, growing gambusia fish, that is larvivorous fish. It will eat the larvas of the mosquito. Anti-parasitic measures through detection and treatment of microfilaria carriers and deceased person with DEC by filaria clinics in towns covered under the program. Next is anti-parasitic measures that can be done by detection and treatment. Here it is detected, microfilaria carriers are detected and they can be treated by DEC tablet. Later it was revised in 1996 to 97. The annual mass drug administration with single dose of DEC was taken up as a pilot project covering 41 million population in 1996 to 97 and extended to 74 million population in the next year. In the revised strategy, the DEC annual mass drug, annual mass drug administration, that is 1 year, per year it is given single dose. Starting it was 41 million in 1996 to 97, then it was increased to 74 million population. This strategy was to be continued for 5 years or more to the population excluding children below 2 years, pregnant women and seriously ill person in affected areas to interrupt transmission of the disease. Here, when this drug is given, it is given for the 5 years in the strategy, but we excluded people were children, pregnant women, seriously ill persons. Morbidity management is cleaning and foot care, you can tell. Home-based management of lymphedema cases and upscaling of hydrocele operation in the identified CHC, district hospital and medical colleges. Lymphedema cases were treated in the home and the hydrocele operations were done. By doing the hydrocele operation, we can reduce the size of the testicles by removing the fluids. What were the national goals? The National Health Policy 2002 aims at elimination of lymphatic filariasis by 2015. Okay, by 2015, it should be eliminated. This was the goal in 2002. How can we eliminate? The strategy for achieving the goal of elimination is by annual mass drug administration of anti-filarial drugs for 5 years and more to the population excluding children below 2 years. Pregnant women and seriously ill person in affected areas to interrupt transmission of disease. Okay. Here, up to 5 years, DEC and albendazole combined drug were given. A population except children below 2 years, pregnant women, seriously ill person. Home-based management of cases who already have the disease and hydroselectomy operation in identified CHCs and hospitals. Okay. Later, it was notified that hydroselectomy, that is, removal of testicles, were done. What is MDA? That is mass drug administration. It's a single dose of DEC launched as National Filaria Day on 5th June 2004 by Dr. A. Ramadas, Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare in Thane district in Maharashtra. Srimati P. Lakshmi, Honorable Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, initiated the MDA in Raebareli district in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. This MDA program was launched in the 2004 by the Union Ministers for the control of the filaria. This was a picture for this MDA program launch. So that's all about today's topic, filaria. We will see in the next class. Thank you.